What's up, guys? What's going on? Here for another episode. Check our guest amazing collection. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, stick around to check out our guest collection.
What's up, John? I'm sharing the live out.
Clinton. What's up, brother?
Not a lot.
So, Clinton, we got two over here. I didn't even realize that. So, which one? Is Mr. House or Mrs.
Mrs. House of 1,000 Scales?
For both.
Yeah, I shared it out. There we go. There's our guest.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good?
Yes, ma'am.
Sweet. All right. Let's set this thing up real quick. Wait, how do I go on my camera? Just learning how to do things.
You may not have enough people to go on cam. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay.
We're talking about Glenn.
Yeah.
I put you on earlier this week.
Go on. Is this too close?
To go on your cam. Let's see here if I can turn her. I can't turn her camera on.
Chris, just tap in the. There you go.
There you go.
You got it.
Yes.
Look at that.
Good.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Big screen, babe.
Sweet. All right.
That's good.
Lined up in the middle and everything.
Yes, ma'am. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
There you go.
All right. Well, my name is Chris. My husband's name is Jason. We have a business called House of 1,000 Scales. We are mainly ball python breeders. We have a couple bloods. We also have lizards, skinks, leopards. We have a beardy. And then the tarantula thing is mainly me. So I have about 45-ish between true spiders and tarantulas, I have about 45. I have baby centipedes. My mama centipede had babies, so we still have about 11 of those. I have a scorpion, black widow, a couple velvet spiders, and then all the rest are tarantulas. We've paired a couple of those. No success yet with egg sacs, but eventually we're hoping for those.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I'm just gonna show a few tarantulas today and a scorpion. We'll bring the scorpion out also.
Nice. Yes, we should.
We'll start with the scorpion. Jason's bringing him over. All right, so we're gonna be looking at an Asian forest scorpion. Is the common name for it. The scientific name is Heterometris spinifer. If there's any, I'm gonna be using the common names as well as the scientific names, just in case the spider people will come in.
Yep, he wants to fight.
Yeah, he wants. But that's him. He's from Asia, obviously. He needs lots of humidity. He's usually out and about, but depending on the time of the day, they hide in their burrows. But they're pretty good animals to have if you're looking for something that you want to display, something that you want to see often, because these guys are generally out most of the time.
Where are you from? California?
Asia.
Asia, I'm sorry.
Yeah. They're from Asia. Humid spots for sure.
Are you trying to breed in the future, or are you just gonna keep as a pet?
No, we will breed these in the future. Definitely will do that. We had another one The other one died, unfortunately, but so eventually we will breed those guys.
Yeah, I think it's cute. They keep all the babies in the bag, right?
Yes,
he's
yes,
mad.
they do.
Definitely.
Thank you for the gifts, Clinton. You don't have to
Yeah,
pay,
thank you,
brother.
Clint.
That's awesome.
Pretty interesting. You hold them. Generally, people will hold them, but you have to hold them on the back of your hand because they, of course, they're pinchers, so they'll pinch your fingers if you get in the way.
Oh,
Their
nice.
stingers, these guys don't ever use the stingers. They mainly use the pinchers. When you find more venomous scorpions, they use their stingers and they sting their prey and they kill them like that. They don't ever use their pinchers. The ones like this that have giant pinchers, that's what they use. They don't use the stingers.
Oh, nice. That's the only species you have for scorpions in your house?
Yep, that is. We started, our first scorpion we had was an emperor scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one died, so eventually we're going to get another one because emperors are awesome and they get bigger than that one. This is about, that's about full size that one will get. Emperor scorpions will be a couple inches bigger and they'll be heavier and thicker.
You ever got stung by one or no, Chris?
Nope, I have not. And we're in the desert, so there's scorpions all over the place. But I
Yeah.
still have yet to see a scorpion in the wild where I'm from.
Oh, wow.
So that's weird. That's weird to me. All right, next we're gonna bring out another tarantula. This is scientific name is the Brachypelma amelia, and then the common name is the Mexican redleg. Daughter.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Brian loves that kind of stuff. He start purchasing some tarantulas, so you should be interested to see some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And all these ones we're going to show are New World, meaning they're from North, South, and Central America. So the New World ones are they don't have the potent venom like the other ones have. They have urticating hairs like all along their back right here. Those hairs they will kick when they're irritated. They'll kick off the hairs at you and they'll get stuck in your hand and irritate your hand. Some of them have worse hairs than the other ones do. And don't get them. Yeah, don't get them in your eyes. It's not good if you get in your eyes. I've never got them. I hope to never get one, but it'll cause you problems for days and days.
Oh, wow.
Now the New World you can handle, correct? Other than the hairs wanting to kick out and stuff.
You can, I mean, realistically, you can handle the old worlds too. People do it all the time. Tarantulas in general don't like to be handled. So, if you have to handle them, if you're trying to show them off or something like that, then they're fine. But generally, they're not like snakes where you can just take them out and spend time with them, Unfortunately, I wish it was like that.
I don't know if he told you alright, but how many different species do you have of tarantulas, spiders?
Okay. Oh. Different species. I have not counted. I'm going to say 20, around 20 different ones.
Oh, wow.
Like this is a Brachypelma. Watch her, she's moving down. This is a Brachypelma. So that's called the genus. So this is Brachypelma amelia. There's other Brachypelmas that look different they're all New Worlds.
Yeah.
But they have different climates and stuff like that. So as far as genuses go, I probably have about 20 or so, but I have multiple species in each genus is the thing.
Do you have that type? They look kind of blue. I don't, you know what I'm talking
We
about.
do. We do have some blue ones. They're mostly old world. Actually, after this one, we'll bring out one of the blue ones because we do have a new world that's blue, and she's a big fat girl. Come on, come on, girl. They're so delicate. And you know, if you get too crazy, they'll freaking run off, and then you're gonna be chasing them down.
Oh wow.
And these guys, the guys that are terrestrial, so terrestrial ones are, they just walk along, they stay along the top of the substrate. They need lots of substrate so they can burrow and dig down if they choose to. There she is. But what
The
was I
thing
saying?
is pretty.
Oh yeah, but they don't need. There's also fossorial. The fossorial ones, they stay underground. You'll never see them. You're gonna be owning just a giant box of dirt.
Huh.
What does it usually cost to own a box of dirt?
It depends on which tarantula you get. So they range. There's a wide range in price. You could find them like a normal one. You could find for, let's say, 50 to $100, and then they'll go all the way up to 500-600 depending on which one you want. Of course, just like snakes, there's certain genes that are more rare, that aren't, they're not as common, and they're more sought after. So those ones obviously will cost you more.
Yeah, I was kind of on Morph Market looking around at the spiders and everything, and I've seen a tarantula on there for 10K. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
How long
Right.
you been keeping tarantulas?
For 5 to 6 years, between 5 and 6 years.
Do you see they getting popular now? Huh? Or they
Do we see
always,
what?
are you see they getting more and more popular?
In my community, it's a whole different world, like being in the snake community as well as the spider community, because there's not usually, from what I see, the people that are like deep in the snake community, there is no invertebrates, there's no spiders, it's just different snakes, generally, sometimes lizards. But there isn't really, in the spider community, they're all common, like they're all like a big thing. Everyone has them, everyone's trying to get more, breed more. So
But you see people getting more right now than you used to see back in when you started.
not
Yeah.
really, because like I said, if you're not in the spider community, you're generally not looking to get spiders. So I don't really see much of that anymore, but still the people in the hobby are always adding to their collection and always getting more.
Because I'm saying that because now I start see like more videos with people with tarantulas, and I'm saying that's why I was saying that even guys with snakes they start getting tarantulas. So
Yeah, that's good. I like tarantulas. I mean, there's people that are, one of the people that I watch on YouTube, which started getting me into tarantulas.
yeah,
She had a huge fear of spiders, terrified of spiders. And she got a spider, her friend got her a spider, and now she's freaking in the hobby, and she's one of the biggest people in the hobby that there is.
yeah, I love to see, but I don't think I'll ever own one.
Yeah, yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, Martin Louis is saying Denmark is getting popular despite his in so yeah, this I think they're getting popular as the year goes on. Just my thoughts on.
Yeah, probably. You can't really see her colors on this, but she has blue. Her legs are blue. The
Do you
light's
have
not doing her any justice.
do you have any spite you can hold in your hands, or you still not comfortable enough to hold it?
Yeah, we'll hold up. We'll get I'll get the our favorite girl out next.
Oh, nice.
This one is a little bit jumpy, so we don't want her to bolt out.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, these like that's what I was saying earlier. That these terrestrial ones, they don't how they're thicker in the abdomen, like their butts are thicker. They're like oh, that's called a threat pose.
Oh
How
wow.
she's leaning up like that. That's called a threat posture. So she's try to ward you away. But the ones that have the bigger butts, they're kind of just like a water balloon. So if they fall off of something, their abdomens will just bust and they'll die.
Oh wow.
So they're kind of fragile. And like I said, you can't move too fast because then they'll bolt and then they could fall off the side,
Wow.
which would really suck.
What do you want now?
Morticia, the red blade. We'll bring out my favorite girl right now.
Well, thank everybody stopping by. Check out the amazing guest collection of spiders and all other kind of stuff. About pythons.
All right, so her name is Morticia. She is a Grammostola pulchra is her common name, or is her scientific name. Her common name is the Brazilian black.
Thank you, Martin, stopping by.
She is, yeah, you go. She's the one that we've handled the most. And her butt, see, her butt has that little bald patch on it.
Yeah, yeah.
She's in pre-molt. Pre-molt can last months depending on the spider. But pre-molt is just like snakes shed everything, their eye caps, their whole skin. That's what spiders do. It's called molting. They shed their whole exoskeleton, their eyes, their fangs, their legs, everything.
Wow.
How long, or how can you tell or sext one? How can you sext a spider?
You sex them, but well, people like to pick, like some people you can just grab them here and pick them up. I don't generally like to do that in case they do bolt. But once they molt, you can sex their molts. So there's, I guess I don't really have a example, but
We'll get to that.
there's these things called book lungs underneath their abdomen right here, and they're just white things like this on the sides, and then in between, if there's a little flap, it's a female. If there's not a flap, it's a male. So that's how you could sex those. And then after this girl, we'll bring
Okay.
out a mature male. So I could show you what a mature male looks like, because they're visibly, you could tell by looking at them if they're mature males or not. The females, you can't tell on that. Unless you look
Oh,
sex
that's so cool.
But she's one of the best. If you're gonna get into the hobby also, she's a great beginner to have. These are one of the best beginner species that you can get.
Now, what is her common name again?
A Brazilian black.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
They tend to be, they're sometimes on the pricey side. Generally, they go about $100 per inch. So I would say this girl, it could be $500-$600.
Oh, wow.
Because she would be an adult.
Now, she's fully matured then.
She is not matured, but she is an adult. So she probably will
Oh,
be mature
okay.
after her next molt.
What is the average size of them? I know the bird eaters are bigger,
The average
but
size
what
of
is
these
she?
guys are about 7 to 8 inches is the average size for a Brazilian black. Average adult size.
Okay, nice, very nice.
How long it takes them to become a full grown animal?
Well, she's
Yeah.
probably close to 4 or 5 years old, right?
She could be. It depends, because just like snakes, they'll be, they could be a year old and already be, 600 grams or something like that. So There's really no telling her age. Like
Right.
specific by years, you're not gonna know unless you hatch them out.
So what is oh, happy Mother's Day to Rhonda and
Yeah, happy Mother's Day,
Jenny.
everybody.
For sure. Happy Mother's Day for the
Happy
mothers
Mother's
out
Day.
there.
Happy Mother's
Thank you,
Day.
guys.
Happy Mother's Day, Chris and Tammy. I know, and all the ladies in here.
Thank
Is
you.
my sound working? Okay.
It is. I can hear you.
You're a little low, Tammy, but yeah, we hear you.
I'm on my
Yeah.
tablet this week, so I wasn't sure.
Okay. Everybody tap the screen, share it out, get the
Tap, tap.
likes up for John. He's a gracious host that gives small breeders like us an opportunity to be able to showcase what we have in that. And we really appreciate this a lot.
Thank you, Clanton.
All right, so this
I'm
one.
expecting to win one of those shirts.
You've won enough?
Hey, Clint, save some for the rest of us, maybe.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
This one is a mature male. His scientific name is the Grammostola pulchripes, and his common name is a Chaco golden knee. So
He's pretty.
on this guy, let's see if you can tell. Do you see
Now, is that a common?
the
Oh, sorry,
top
go ahead.
right here? Do you see how bulbousy these are compared to the other girl?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's a mature male. And then under these legs right here, which you can't really tell, but there's hooks underneath. And when they breed, these hooks hold up the female's legs, basically so she doesn't straight eat them right off the bat. The hooks are there to hold up, or they hold up the legs, and the hooks like hook under the fangs, basically, while they're holding their legs up, so they don't get eaten.
Awesome.
He's pretty.
Yeah.
Now, would he be considered a common?
Like a popular species?
Because like more of a common species of the tarantula.
He's common, yeah, he is.
Easier to get, easier to find.
They are, but they're expensive. Yeah, these ones are still
They're expensive.
Yep, just like the last one, about
okay.
$40 an inch.
Yeah, right, Chunky. He ain't giving that skull up.
And see how his abdomen is not as big as hers is? Once the males
Right.
mature, they just start shrinking in.
Now, estimate how old do you think he might be?
I don't know. He was an adult when I got him. He wasn't matured yet, but he was an adult. And I've had him 2 years
okay.
about. So I could guess 6 years, let's say, 6 years old. The males of all tarantulas, their lifespan ranges from 5 to 8 years for the males. And then the females range anywhere from 15 to 25 years, depending on the species.
Oh, wow.
So females
Wow.
definitely live a lot longer. And then when they breed...
Okay,
Go ahead.
Another question. Does all female tarantulas kill the mate? Like a lot of the other spiders do and stuff like that.
So they do. That's in the wild. That's how it would be. When you pair them together, like I said, he protects himself during the breeding process. Once he's done, the female will go straight in to eat him for the most part. So once he's done, the male runs away to another spot. When they breed in captivity, it's easier because we could like put a brush like down in between him so he doesn't get eaten. But generally, the females will eat them. The more aggressive females, the more likely they are. But we've bred a couple of ours, and Yeah, there. I have a video. Actually, I might have two videos of breeding on my page here on TikTok. So we bred the curly hair and we bred the Brazilian black. So the curly hair, she was actually very nice. As soon as he was on breeding, she just turned around and went back into her hole.
Huh.
So, which is not that common, really. So, yeah, you can put them back in. But yeah, you can separate them if you think that she's going to go after him. You can separate them if you're planning to maybe pair them again later. Like snakes, you could always pair them out multiple times, even if you get a lock. So if you get a confirmed like insertion from the male, then you can always pair them again. But if they do get eaten, it's not really that terrible because once they mature, the males only have a year or less to live. So once they mature, their job is just to breed. So it's not that disheartening, if you lose them. I mean, it does suck, but they did their job, so they lived. They went out with a bang, basically.
They lay a lot of babies.
Right.
They lay a lot of eggs. They can get a lot of.
They do, yeah, they do. All right, this one, the scientific name is a Brachypelma albiceps, and then the common name is the Mexican golden red rump. So like this one just has its gold here, and then just the hairs on the end, they have a reddish color to them. And these are from Mexico, of course, obviously. And this one I have not actually. Oh, this one actually I just sexed. I sexed when I was talking to Clint the other day, and this one ended up being a female, so she'll be around for a while. So that's good.
Nice.
I like that one.
Yeah, she's cool. And all of their diets, they eat. We feed dubias. Sometimes we'll get hornworms. Hornworms aren't very nutritious to them. It's basically just like a little snack. So they don't get any nutritions or proteins or anything like that. But they'll get full off of it. It'll give them a good size abdomen. So for like a treat, sometimes we get hornworms. But we normally feed dubias. People feed crickets. We don't like to feed crickets, but that's another thing they can feed.
What's the reason you don't like to feed crickets? They don't have a good protein.
We don't. Yeah, we don't. I've actually never fed crickets to like our normal tarantulas like that, but we don't breed crickets. We never had luck with them. And so we would have to just go buy them every week, and they're not as big and filling as like a dubia is. We gut load our dubias with like carrots and stuff like that. So that way they're big and fat, so they're better for the tarantulas. And crickets just don't. It's just smaller, they just don't really have that.
So all the trans the defense mechanism that's through the hairs, or they have a different thing.
So the new worlds, yes, their defense mechanism is their hairs. They'll kick the hairs at you if they're feeling stressed or defensive. They'll kick hairs as well as go in that threat posture like the other one did. The old worlds, they don't have hairs, so they can't kick the hairs. I still have never had it happen or seen it happen, but they can just go straight into just bite mode. Are those all the hairs?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the curly hair. The common name is the curly hair tarantula.
Easy one.
And then a scientific name is a Tliddle cattle albopilosis.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's a mouthful.
yeah. Yeah, it is.
Do some of them have venom on the tips or not?
They have venom, yes. All tarantulas have venom. The old worlds are not any kind of medically significant venom. The old worlds, If you're allergic to the venom, then it will cause you problems. It will not cause you death. There has not been a death from a tarantula before. But if you're allergic, it'll cause you some problems. Just like the hairs, if you're allergic to the hairs, you'll have a worse reaction than just anyone else would have. But yeah, the old worlds don't have those. So they're generally would be
Is
better to handle, except the fact that they're freaking way too fast and they pretty much teleport everywhere they go, and you're never going to catch them.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but the most dangerous spider in the world with the most venom is a daddy longlegs. But they can't hurt you because the fact that their teeth are too small and they're too small to bite into a human. But they're honestly the most venomous spider in the world.
Oh wow, we know that.
I hope you should keep more hairs.
It's crazy. As a kid, you let those things crawl all over you, you know, pick them up and stuff like that, and they're so dangerous.
Oh, they have run where you at, Clinton?
What's that, sir?
Do you have those where you at?
Oh yeah, yeah. We have those. We have black widows. We have. One thing I found out I didn't know we had in Kansas, and I'd like to catch a few, and that's jumping spiders. We have some really cool jumping spiders here, but
Yeah.
I've never seen them. But mostly wolf spiders and the brown recluse is really popular here.
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is one of the best looking tarantulas that there is. This is common name is an Antilles pink toe. The scientific name is a Carabina versicolor. This is also a mature
Gee.
male. And then this is also an arboreal. So the arboreal ones don't generally have sometimes they put just a tiny bit of substrate just to cover the bottom of their enclosure. But they would have like some kind of upright setup so they can climb because they're always going to be at the top of their enclosure, like making a webbing up just the corner, staying at the top. They don't really stay along the ground. Let me see how this guy does, so I can just show you him. But yeah, they're arboreal, and then also the arboreal ones have a slimmer abdomen. They're not as plump and hefty as the ones that stay on the ground.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That thing is cool. Oh wow, he's fast. He's like, I'm out of here. Holy cow.
But he has a bright red hairs on his butt, and then in the middle, it's like greenish blue. I don't know if the camera picks that up or not.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see
I
it.
can see that.
But yeah, these guys are so, oh my gosh. They're definitely one of my favorites if you're getting ones that you can look at and see. And since he's arboreal, he's always going to be out. You're always going to see them.
Do you see the
That one is.
males with bad coloration than the females, or just much of the same?
Yes. Yep. Males always, actually, I'm pretty much certain every time the males do have a brighter coloration than females have. Oh,
Wow.
Oh
Well, that
shoot.
one's definitely not wanting to go back into its enclosure.
Nah.
Oh, she's pretty. That's something like that would freak me that. Oh, goodness.
told you.
When I was in the 5th grade, a friend of mine brought a rose hair tarantula to I don't even know if I said that right, but
Yeah.
that's what she said. So I got to hold it, you know, and that was the coolest thing in the world, letting it crawl up your arm and everything.
Yep. Those ones. Yeah. That's another one you do have to be careful though when they're up high because they are terrestrial ones, and if they fall, that's not going to be good.
Oh,
Yeah, we had to sit on the ground. She made us sit down to hold it, but it was cool.
awesome.
You play with your stone.
So this guy's a little bit smaller.
Is that another? That's another male then?
No, actually, I haven't sexed this one yet. He's still
Oh, okay.
small.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's cool.
But
Wow,
this
he's pretty.
scientific name is Aphonopelma annex. And then the common name is the Texas tan.
Wow.
What I like about them is how colorful they are. You know,
Yeah.
you can just sit and look at them for hours.
Let's see if I can.
Look at that. That's so cool.
That's a beautiful Instagram right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Someone screenshot.
For sure.
I did.
That's awesome.
He's a cute guy.
That one is pretty.
I got it for you, Chris.
Thank you.
Are you looking for other species out there, or are you pretty happy with what you got right now?
No, I'm always looking for more. All the ones that I want are very expensive. So,
Oh,
but I'm always looking to get more. You know, just like ball python people, you can never have enough. You're always trying to expand.
Yeah, like chips, as we all know.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
I want to get into,
He doesn't want to get off
Scorpion.
my arm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you, PM Evan. Thank you for the gift, brother.
Oh, thank you, Tim. You don't have to do that, sir.
There we go.
thank
Feel
you.
his little. You feel his toenails.
So as a baby, they don't look as a threat as a full grown, because you look more comfortable to hold this one.
Just because they could fit in my hands.
Oh, this one.
The other ones I can't fit in just one of my hands.
Oh,
And you saw how fast it is. Like she was saying earlier, if they fall from a high space,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like popping a water balloon. They'll just pop.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That thing is amazing looking.
Yeah, I like that one too.
when you get it one, Clinton.
When am I getting one? Not anytime soon. My roommate is afraid of spiders.
Mhm.
So, Chris, if people want like a setup, what kind of setup do you advise for them to have?
For terrestrials, actually, this setup is good for a terrestrial. So they have plenty of dirt. Well, you would need deeper dirt than this. This is more display, but just a couple of enrichments like plants. You could do like decorations, and then always have a cork bark or some other kind of hide. They need something that they can hide under. And then some of them don't even use their hide. They just dig their own hole in the dirt and just go straight underground.
Oh,
We
wow.
have a few of them like that. This tunnel.
Size. How big is
What size do you give to a full grown tarantula? 10 gallon?
So usually the rule for tarantulas is the enclosure size needs to be 3 times the size of their body, like their leg span.
Yes.
So I do, unless they're super giant, I mainly keep all of mine in 12 by 12 by 12 cubes. That's most of my setup is that. Like smaller guys like this. Actually, I can show you this guy's enclosure. Let me go get that.
I think Chris just found her new favorite spider.
There you go.
He is just super chill, sitting there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, so this is his enclosure. This is the side of it. I know there's a reflection, but so there's plenty of dirt right here, plenty of substrate that he could dig down, which he does because he digs down here and hides in there. Or he has this little tunnel, which I don't know the opening of the tunnel, but he's made a tunnel. Yep, and that's just how his size looks in there. Put him back. Rehouse him here for you. There you go. So that's his size compared to his enclosure.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a good amount of space.
Yeah, there's plenty of space. You don't want the enclosures to be too big, because they have a chance of not being able to find their food, so then they won't eat. So you don't want it to be too big, but then you don't want it to be too small where they're just crammed in there. Can't even move.
Oh, hang on.
Do you have one for water, Chris, or they take the water from the insect?
No, he has a he has that black round thing in the corner is a water dish. All of mine, unless they're tiny slings, which I just spray some water in their substrate. But everyone has water dishes.
Gotcha.
And then this is not a tarantula, but I wanted to show it because was super excited about this one. This is a velvet spider. Common name is velvet spider, and scientific is a Irisis walkeneri.
Oh, it's so cute.
They are very cute.
Is that full grown?
Nope, that's not full grown. She'll grow about another inch.
Aw.
Nice.
But they're super cute. Look at her. Look at that little butt.
Yeah. Wow.
Adorable. You can see her webbing up behind her.
That's awesome. Do you have any jumping spiders in your collection?
Not anymore. Our jumping spiders died. Jumping spiders live about 1.5 years, maybe up to 2 years.
Oh wow.
These ones could grow up to 3 inches if you get like a big healthy female, and they live around 5 years, 4 to 5 years. So they also don't live that long, but they're fun. They're fun to have.
So you're saying the smaller the spider is, the lifespan is shorter?
No, not necessarily. That's just for because that's not a tarantula. That's a true spider,
Yeah.
which most true spiders don't have the lifespan that a tarantula has. Unfortunately, that really sucks. But
Gotcha.
I think the jumping spiders are so adorable.
Yeah. They have really nice coloration too, and
Oh yeah.
that's something probably I would get even myself, you know.
Well, Chris has some really pretty. There's my baby right there.
yep,
Well,
this
wonderful.
is a Vietnamese giant centipede,
Oh gosh.
which they're babies
They'll
right
get
now.
about a foot long.
Yeah, that's what I was
They
gonna
get
say.
about a foot long matured.
Yeah, they do. They get about 1 foot long.
Oh wow.
We had the mama. She died. When did she die? About a year ago. Less than a year ago, probably. But she had a bunch of babies, and we gave a few to reptile shops, and we still have 12 of them, maybe. But so yeah, it's just a baby one.
You still have the dad?
No, the mom was gravid when we got her.
Oh, gotcha.
He's gone.
Oh, he dug down.
Yeah.
Now it's just a box of dirt.
It's
This
cool
is
watching.
what we have, just dirt.
It's cool watching them eat. Yeah, that's a baby, Chunky. They'll be a foot long when it's matured.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
my.
the orange on the pigs too. That's cool.
They're really, really pretty. But they're not something you want to handle.
No, I'll pass on that.
Nah, their bite could ruin your day for sure.
Jason's gonna grab one more. We have one more tarantula to show, and then we also have a couple of skinks down here. If you want to see skinks, we
Yeah.
got some skinks. So this is an example of someone that needs to be rehoused.
Oh,
See her size. Yeah, she needs a new home, so we're gonna put her she'll probably go straight into a 12 by 12 by 12. And then these are the water dishes. I have these, and then I also have glass water. I use candle holders, like for those little round candles.
Yeah.
I use those candle holders, and I could get them on Amazon in a pack of like 15 or something like that. And I use those for water dishes because they're glass and clear and they look nice. But then I get these like rubbery ones, which are the best to have for spiders that burrow, because a lot of times they like to burrow underneath their water. And if you have like a heavy glass water dish, they're going to get crushed by it. So I like to use these ones in those cases.
Pure Country was saying that his tarantulas are slings.
Yeah, slings is it's just short for spiderling. So it's just a baby tarantula.
Those
But
are so cool.
and she
Wow,
looks
wow.
like she's freshly molted, so her color is actually pretty bright.
Now, what is her common name?
Okay, so this is her scientific name, Lasiodora parahybana, and then her common name is a salmon pink bird eater. So she will get fairly large, not full bird eater size. I would say she'll get up to about 10 inches, 8 to 10 inches anywhere, depending on whether she's a female or a male.
Holy cow.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
About a half inch, huh? Oh my goodness. Those are small tarantulas.
Yeah, that one I just showed you, she was about a half inch when we got her.
Right.
And then we just recently picked up this one. She's already kicking hairs, and I'm barely opening the lid. Ugh.
So Chris, all the tarantulas they lay eggs, or some of them they give live birth.
No, they lay eggs. They all lay eggs. Even true spiders, unless you get a huntsman. I believe huntsman's. Actually, I have to double check that. But huntsman's, whenever you see like spiders that carrying their babies on their back, that's either a huntsman or a wolf spider. Tarantulas and other true spiders, they don't do that. They're a little bit different.
Wow, this is a nice coloration you got there.
Yeah, that is.
She's got some very pretty ones. That's for sure.
Love that
Wow.
one with the black stripes.
Now, what is that one, Chris? What's that one called?
So the scientific name is a Panthobidius machala, and then the common name is one of the blooms. I believe it's either pink bloom or blue bloom, which it's called a blue
okay.
bloom, but it's not actually blue. There's a pink bloom, purple bloom, and the blue bloom, and they all generally are pinkish purpley color. Which the color on this one, if you look up the Panthobidius machala, an adult, the color looks nothing like this. So this is one of the ones that are completely different coloration when they're slings as opposed to when they become adults.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got her, so she's in this. She came in this one. We still have to rehouse her. She's new to the family. She still needs a name, so if anyone has any name ideas, I don't know her sex, but I'm just going to call it a her, just in good hopes that it's a her.
Now, what color will it turn out to be when it gets an adult?
So when it gets an adult, that back coloration, that's like a kind of a zipper look, that will not be there at all. Her butt will have like pinkish hairs on it. And then on the top, actually, I can give you an example of the kind of patternation that she'll have. one person. Okay. So this, see the pattern on her back? I don't know if you could see it or not, but it's like a starburst kind of type.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if she's in focus or not.
Yeah, you
But
get it.
that's how it'll look, but it will be purple. Like she'll grow up to be purple. She'll just be straight purple.
Nice.
Yeah, this is one of the ones. This one is a new world, but they have one of the worst hairs, so we didn't put her on the list to hold and get her out. But she is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So we can show you. You say you want to see a sandfish skink,
Or do you
Yeah.
want to do that out? You can put this one back in.
or I could bring out another one of the tarantulas that we had out if you want to see.
For sure, a pure country. Definitely.
Here, let's see if we can handle them.
For sure, but I'll take a picture. Remember, send you a text. Nice. Yeah, we need to make a date, brother. Always up for new stuff, man. Not just ball pythons, fish, birds, or whatever you guys have. Oh, nice.
This is a sandfish skink.
Never seen
Wow.
that before. That's
I know. Look at that little face.
Oh my god.
They are very squirmy. And this is full size, so they won't get any bigger than this.
Oh, wow.
Well, Tammy, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Dude, that color is just something else, man.
I know, right?
That's how big they get.
Yep, that's how big they get.
I never seen those before.
Me either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Here, put the lid on. Let me take them over there. I'll take you guys over to show you how they go into their house. So it's just a big thing to see.
Oh, I did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I remember. I think somebody else something like that.
Another one
Just
right.
dig down in there. There's two. Yeah, there we go. We have two in here. They're supposed to be a pair, but I think they're both males.
Wow.
Gone.
So
They're cool, ain't they? Look at them bury under the sand.
This
Did
is
they
my setup for the tarantulas. I have it in my living room.
Oh, nice.
They're involved,
So yeah. But yeah, like these are the 12 by 12 cubes. I get shelves so I could just keep them set up in there.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
But yeah. That's us. That's what we got.
You want to show some ball pythons? I know Jason is age to show some ball pythons. I don't know. You
Yeah,
guys-
sure. A couple hatchlings.
I'll go get it. Which ones do you want?
Well, your favorites, man.
Yeah, just pick your favorite.
That I think it was that calico, right? Didn't you have a
Nice.
calico one?
Both of them. We'll show off two hatchlings. They're Clint's hatchlings. Clint, we're showing your babies off.
There you go.
Okay. Awesome.
Been feeding these guys for free. Come on, Clint. You owe me. You
Hey,
owe me
we had to wait till we could
fees.
ship.
You owe me rent. You
Hey,
owe
we
me
had to wait.
electric.
Nice.
We had to wait till we could ship.
That's true. All right, I guess. I'll-
You're there. You're in
I'll,
Arizona. I'm in Kansas, where it's cold.
That's true.
It's so cold in there, Clinton.
It's not now. It's finally warming up, but finally able to ship. That snake that I won
While we're waiting for
off
Jason,
that
let's
giveaway
find
there.
Widow.
What's up, Ozark? Oh, nice.
How fat she is.
Black Widow. Wow.
You have a little bit of everything.
Holy
Huh?
cow.
Dude, she's
Yeah.
fat. Look how big she is. Oh my gosh.
He is big.
Here she goes.
Hello, Ozarks.
This is her enclosure. This little coffin.
I love that.
It's webbed up all over the place. All right, we got hatchlings, Clint.
Well, this guy's not much of a hustler. Come on.
Yeah, he's not much of a
I'm in
hatchling.
Kansas, Ozarks.
Oh, wow.
Here we go, Clint. Tell him what you got here.
Nice.
That is Gillis. He is a black pastel yellow belly. 100% het pied.
Ooh, I have one of those over here. Yeah, I love yellow bellies and the black pastel to give that nice golden coloration. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
He is gorgeous. He is actually he's the prettiest one out of the clutch, that's for sure.
He really is. He was the best looking one.
And he was the runt, Clint.
Yep, he was a runt.
Yeah,
I'll go with
600.
500 grams.
Oh, north central part of Kansas, Ozark.
He's in blue.
And this one is deep in blue, but
And that is a leopard blackhead 100% het clown.
Yeah.
His name is Ernest.
Awesome.
You want me to go get any?
I have 3 clutches in the incubator country. Ain't he gorgeous? Oh my God, I can't wait to pair him up.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow, really nice. Good pickups, Clanton.
yeah. You'll have them in a month, Clint.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll send you a picture when it's fresh out of shed. And we got 2
All
more.
right, sounds good.
Jason's gonna show 2 more. We're gonna do show our super cinnamon and then our super banana.
There you go. Yeah, we're about the end of this live, so thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, but that was
Ernest is so beautiful.
yeah, it's nice, nice looking leopard. I love the leopard marks on that.
Yeah.
Dark.
Ozark, you're south. Hey, Chris, what's up, brother? Ozark, you were a lot further south than I'm at when you lived in Kansas. Thanks, everybody, for the gifts. Greatly appreciate them all.
Thank you, Wolf.
Here, these are a couple of our holdbacks from last year. This is our super banana, het clown, het pied.
You look chubby.
So bright. Man, this light makes them look way brighter.
Oh, yeah, he's gorgeous. Look at him.
Yeah, here's a super cinnamon.
Thank you, thank
And
you.
here's our super cinnamon,
That desert ghost.
het desert ghost.
Oh, that.
Nice.
I'm gonna get his head in there. Yeah, that's what we got.
Do the snakes at other times.
You could find us. We generally just have. I don't have anything really for our business on Facebook, but our TikTok is on here. I'm under Mrs. House of 1,000 Scales, and then Jason is Mr. House of 1,000 Scales. So both of us are on there. You'll probably find more snake stuff on his, and then more tarantula stuff on mine. So
Oh, nice. Wow, crazy Jason, thank you so much to stop by and show you amazing collection. That was fun.
yeah, thank you again for inviting us. It
Yeah.
was fun. I loved it. Thanks
Yeah.
everyone for watching.
Thank you, guys.
And yeah, thank you for everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for
Girls, followers. And Tammy, you know your role. Send us home.
All right, so thank you all for being here today. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms who joined us, and especially our guest, Mrs. House of a Thousand Scales, Chris. Join us next week for another amazing guest, Ball Pythons 101 at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll also be having monthly giveaways. Subscribers will get 2 entries each, and others who are present during the live will get 1 entry. There's other perks if you decide to subscribe to John's TikTok. Have a great week, and thank you for your continued support in our lives.
Awesome, man. You got it, Tim. All right, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, and happy Mother's Day. See you
Thank
guys
you.
next
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you all.
time. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.